Mimi nikamwangalia, nikamwambia wewe. Ni vile tu nilikuwa na heshima, ningemchapa kofi.
Deputy President William Ruto was locked in a heated argument that almost turned into a physical confrontation with his boss, President Uhuru Kenyatta, in the hours following the annulment of their 2017 election win. A leaked audio recording has revealed. The recording, in which DP Ruto is heard addressing Kikuyu elders in a meeting held on Friday at his official residence in Kara, Nairobi, shines right on the 10th hours following the unprecedented judgment of the Supreme Court. DP Ruto told the Kikuyu elders that President Kenyatta was so distraught by the Supreme Court judgment, which ordered a repeat election, that he nearly gave up on the fight for the second term in office, and it was only due to his insistence that he agreed to run again in the second poll that was boycotted by the opposition National Super Alliance presidential candidate Raila Odinga. The deputy president, who has since fallen out with his boss, says that he went to State House to meet the president on September 1st, 2017, after the Supreme Court had delivered its decision, where he held a tense discussion with him, and I quote, "So ndio huyo, sasa hii maneno sijui nini, mimi zitaki, mimi nataka kwenda Ishaweri, sasa mimi zitaki, wacha tuachane na hii kitu." Here is the president, and he says that he is not keen on taking part on repeat election, and that he wants to go to Ishaweri, which is his home village in Kiambu County, and that we should abandon this thing. End of quote. The Kikuyu elders visited the DP at his residence, including President Kenyatta's cousin, Captain Kungu Muigai. Only persons with official invitation were allowed at the meeting, as is the norm, with admission to State House and the DP's official residence. Attendees of the meeting included Captain Muigai and Gatodo South MP Moses Kuria. They corroborated the content of this recording that we will be able to play at the beginning of this reading. The DP claims to have repeatedly asked President Kenyatta to take a keen interest in the Supreme Court petition, which at the time was led by the retired Chief Justice David Maraga, to avoid being caught off guard by an adverse judgment. I had told the president to take keen interest. He assured me that he would be in charge of it and everything was fine, said Deputy Ruto. In reality, the door had been left open and some of the people went in and spoiled everything. End of quote. The DP further claims to have told the president that there was no way the ruling party, Jubilee, could have lost the polls. After the conversation, DP Ruto says they both left State House and headed to Bama Market as the president began to digest what had just happened. It was at the market that the tough-talking Mr. Kenyatta made the "we shall revisit" remark as he hit out at the Supreme Court for nullifying his re-election. And I quote, "Before the Supreme Court ruling, I was the president-elect, but Maraga and his team have declared the election null and void. I am the incumbent president with full powers. Maraga should know he is dealing with a sitting president." End of quote. Both Mr. Muigai and Mr. Kuria, who were present at the Friday meeting, confirmed the details in the recording of the Deputy President's address. Mr. Muigai confirmed that that discussion came up, and that it was very clear that Uhuru was so disappointed and discouraged, and actually thought about not participating in the repeat election. It is true that it is Ruto who told them that he cannot do that and he cannot walk away like he has been defeated. Muigai is afraid of both Uhuru and Ruto. He confirms that it is Ruto who says that they cannot just quit. Mr. Kuria also said the same about the recording, that the DP was with the president, and the president was almost giving up, but Ruto told him that he must not give up. He was just overwhelmed. It is the DP who made him strong and told him that he cannot give up. The president was fatigued with the fight. A former high-ranking State House official, however, dismissed the claims, saying that the president did not need any convincing to run in the repeat election. He's saying that they had already put a contingency plan and that they were the ones who executed the campaigns ahead of the repeat elections. In the scenario, they envisioned a situation where the election would be contested. That's what the back office is for. They knew the court process could go in any direction, and the second phase of the campaign was ready. The one that they called Uhuru ni wetu. They had prepared it even before the first election. That is why they were able to roll the campaign machine immediately. The DP was addressing more than 1,000 elders from Kiambu, the president's backyard, on Friday. The attendees in the meeting say the underlying message was to show that he stood with the president all through and never undermined him, as has been claimed. Mr. Muigai stated that one of the reasons the DP went to visit, the elders went to visit the DP, was to get the assurance that a Kenya Kwanza administration would let the president enjoy his retirement. He said that the DP has confirmed that Uhuru is still his friend, and that if he assumes office, Uhuru will be treated with respect and will be accorded all the benefits of a former head of state. The DP also made a remark that suggested that his frosty relationship could have started way before the 2017 polls. He told the elders how it was widely expected that he would not back Mr. Kenyatta for the repeat poll due to some perceived differences then. The revelation could discount the DP's publicly stated position that it was a handshake between the president and Raila Odinga in March 2018 that drove a wedge between them.
Mimi nikatoka hapa nikafika State House. Kufika State House nikakuta rafiki yangu hapo hapo. Sitaki kusema alikuwa anafanya nini, kwa sababu sisi ni wazee. So ndio huyo sasa hii maneno sijui nini, mimi sitaki mimi nataka kwenda Ichaweri, wewe sijui sasa mimi sitaki, wacha tuachane na hii kitu. Mimi nikamwangalia, nikamwambia wewe, ni vile tu nilikuwa na heshima, ningemchapa kofi. Ati sisi tuache, ati tutoke hapa.